The largest one of these was 105 feet tall.
A song about them sold over 1 million copies.
And Queen Elizabeth II had one with an inflatable crown.
What are they? Find out next on Sarah's Wiki Corner podcast.
The Hollywood sign.
My Little Pony.
Traffic lights.
Sarah's Wiki Corner.
Wiki Corner.
It is time for Sarah's Wiki Corner. Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
Wiki Corner today brought to you by Niblack Foods in the Genesee Valley Regional Market. What are we learning about today on your Wiki Corner?
Well, today's National Rubber Duck Day.
Okay.
It is National Rubber Duck Day, and there is a reason. Sometimes they have these like national days, and there's like it's just random.
We never
and there's
know.
like absolutely no reason for it. But there is actually a reason, and it's because according to a 1973 Sesame Street calendar, Rubber Duckie's birthday is January 13th.
You're kidding me.
No.
It was on a calendar on Sesame Street?
According to a 1973 Sesame Street calendar.
Oh, so a calendar they put out.
I think so.
Okay, all right.
Yes. Now, Rubber Ducky made his debut on Sesame Street in a February 1970 episode.
Okay.
The history of the rubber duck is linked to the emergence of rubber manufacturing in the late 19th century. The earliest rubber ducks were made from hard rubber when manufacturers began using Charles Goodyear's invention, vulcanized rubber.
Oh, vulcanized. Sure.
Consequently, these solid rubber ducks were not capable of floating, and so instead they were sold as decoys for duck hunters or as chew toys for babies and dogs. Yeah.
Either one.
Yeah. A sculptor named Peter Ganine created a sculpture of a duck in the 1940s and patented it and reproduced it as a floating toy, of which over 50 million were sold.
Wow.
By the early 1960s, the vinyl ducks were free from patent restriction and became a bathroom fixture. They were cheaply made, cheaply acquired, and a soothing presence for children with apprehensions about bath time.
Very soothing.
Yes.
Rubber duck.
On February 25th, 1970, rubber ducks got their biggest break yet when Ernie first sang about his rubber ducky on Sesame Street. Now, that song was popular enough to be recorded and released as a 45 single and became a surprise mainstream hit, peaking at number 16 on the Billboard Hot 100 on September 26, 1970.
That's amazing. I didn't
Yes.
realize it was a hit like that.
The song went on to sell over 1 million copies as a single and has been included in more than 20 different Sesame Street compilation albums.
How many albums does Sesame Street put out?
A
What
lot,
are they doing?
apparently.
Do
I
they
don't know.
really?
More than we know.
Yeah, guess so.
In 2001, the British tabloid The Sun reported that Queen Elizabeth II had a rubber duck in her bathroom that wore an inflatable crown. The duck was spotted by a workman who was repainting her bathroom, and the story prompted sales of rubber ducks in the United Kingdom to increase by 80% for a short period.
Had that man happened to buy stock in a rubber duck company before he did that?
I don't know.
I don't think as a contractor going into the palace, you're probably not allowed to
Pretty sure we probably had to sign something,
talk
right?
about what you see in there.
Probably, right.
The Queen's rubber duck?
Yes.
Cute.
The world's largest rubber duck was created by a Dutch artist named Florentin Hoffman in 2007. It measured 85 feet long, 66 feet wide, and it was 105 feet tall, weighing about 1,300 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah. Since 2007, several of these giant floating ducks of various sizes have been created and been on display in countries and territories all over the world. It was on display in Pittsburgh as its first U.S. destination back in 2013.
Okay.
Yeah. During a Pacific storm on January 10th, 1992, three 40-foot containers holding 28,800 friendly floaties plastic bathtub toys from a Chinese factory were washed off a ship containing things like turtles, ducks, and frogs.
What year was this?
This was in 1992.
I think I remember this.
2/3 of the toys floated south and landed 3 months later on the shores of Indonesia, Australia, and South America. Others traveled over 17,000 miles floating over the site where the Titanic sank and spent years frozen in Arctic ice before reaching the U.S. eastern seaboard, as well as British and Irish shores 15 years later in 2007.
Which could you imagine if one of those got frozen, like you said, and then a polar bear is up there as it melts,
Right.
and then a polar bear starts playing with a rubber duck,
Yeah.
and then imagine like a cruise ship comes by, and that's what you see is a polar bear playing with a rubber duck or something weird
Yeah,
like that.
that would be crazy. Yeah. In April 2011, the Guinness World Record for the largest collection of rubber ducks was awarded to Charlotte Lee, who has 5,631 different rubber ducks, which she has been collecting since 1996.
Wow.
All of her rubber ducks are displayed in glass showcases on the 4 walls of her dedicated duck room.
Wow. Is she single by any chance?
I don't know.
Really?
Not sure.
Okay.
Rubber ducks have even inspired the name of a minor league baseball team.
What?
The Akron Rubber Ducks are the AA affiliate of the Cleveland Guardians, and the nickname Rubber Ducks refers to Akron's history in the rubber industry, in particular as the birthplace of tire and rubber companies like Goodyear, Firestone, and B.F. Goodrich.
Oh, okay.
And in 2013, the Rubber Duck was, of course, inducted into the National Toy Hall of Fame.
Just down the road here
Just down
in
the road.
Rochester. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Very interesting. Thank you. You picked out a record to go along with the Rubber Duck, did you, Sarah?
Well, we're going to play Ernie's version of Rubber Ducky.
Okay.
Yeah, it sold 1 million copies. So
it's good enough for us.
That's right.
Sarah, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Well, here I am in my tubby again, and my tubby's all filled with water and nice fluffy suds. And I've got my soap and washcloth to wash myself, and I've got my nifty scrub brush to help me scrub my back. Then I've got a big fluffy towel to dry my...
Queen's Rubber Duck.
The Queen's Rubber Duck. Yeah. Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Did you? I didn't have a rubber duck when I was a.
I don't know if I did either. I don't think so.
My kids had one, and I will tell you, it got kind of nasty, like because it has like a little plug at the bottom, and it gets kind of nasty around there because it's hard to get the water out of it.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Ended up having to toss it.
Pretty gross.
Yeah, if you're not careful. Yeah. And I think even if you are careful, just because
it's clean. I mean,
it takes bath water into it.
It's like soapy water.
And then you squeeze it, but you can't get it all out. And so water just sits in it. And, it's just, it's not going to end well. It's just not. Sarah's Wiki Corner brought to you by Niblack Foods in the Genesee Valley Regional Market. Sarah.
That's right.
What can we tell people today about Niblack Foods?
Well, they have anything and everything you could ever possibly need if you're really into baking or cooking.
Right.
Or even if you're just like a beginner and you're looking to, something for like a specific recipe.
Yeah.
They have a lot of different global spices.
They
so
do.
Different spices and flavorings from countries all over the world. So if you're looking for something specific, they are the place to go. A lot of times they have stuff that maybe you can't find in other stores.
Plus some great local stuff as well. Yeah. Hey, Bills are in the playoffs, so maybe you're having some people over. You're doing some wings, some Buffalo style stuff. They've got stuff you need to make that.
Yeah, they have a lot of local
delish.
hot sauces and stuff too.
Check it out, Niblack Foods, Genesee Valley Regional Market in Henrietta. Very good. Very good. Oh, there's something else I was going to
So are you going to share what your prank was that your daughter found?
Oh, yeah. So real quick, got 30 seconds here. So I got a big inflatable buffalo that lights up for my yard. It's like 4 feet tall and like 5 feet long. Yeah. And so I had it out in the yard. I put it on the yard when the Bills play, but I'm afraid to leave it out because I don't want to get it stolen.
Sure.
So I brought it in this morning, and then I put it in her bedroom, and I inflated it. And it pretty much takes up almost her entire bedroom.
Oh, my gosh.
And so she must have just got home and texted me.
That's funny.
The angry face. All right, stand by. Here we go.
of you.
Legends 1027, the biggest hits in the history of the world. That's Ernie and Rubber Ducky. Sarah, do remind us, why did we just play that record?
Well, because it's National Rubber Duck Day, because apparently this is Rubber Ducky's birthday, according to Sesame Street.
Happy birthday, Rubber Duck.
Yeah.
Let's do 3 things we must take away from today's Wiki Corner. Are you ready?
Ready.
Go.
All right, the first rubber ducks didn't float and were sold as chew toys.
The world's largest rubber duck was 105 feet tall.
And Queen Elizabeth II reportedly had a rubber duck in her bathroom that wore an inflatable crown. Do you think she used it, or was it just a decoration?
Well,
was it like a funny gift that maybe Prince Charles saw it and was like, "Oh, this is hilarious. My mom would love this."
It
and
would be
gifted
cute.
It to her.
I mean, if you were the queen and they made a rubber duck with a crown on it, or you put her, I mean, it would be kind of cute. But did she ever weigh in on it, or was it just the Sun reporting?
I don't know.
So we don't know
I'm
for
sure
sure.
she neither denied or confirmed it, I would think, right?
It doesn't matter. Sales went up 80%.
That's right.
That's important. Folks want to learn more about rubber ducks, Sarah. Where do they go? What do they do?
You can go to my wiki blog. If you go to legends1027.com, on the homepage, there's a link that takes you to my blog where I post everything I talk about every day.
Super duper. Check that out. Plus, we do this live on Facebook every day, so you can see behind the scenes, like where I wandered off to right before the Wiki Corner started.
Yeah.
All that. You can catch that on Facebook every day at 4:10 live, and then we archive the video and audio up on YouTube. Go to YouTube, search Sarah's Wiki Corner. Be sure to like and subscribe there, and you'll see all the new Wiki Corner archive material when it gets posted. Sarah, thanks so much for coming in today. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Back tomorrow, fresh episode.
Absolutely.
At 4:10. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Debbie Gibson and Steely Dan on the way, plus traffic and weather next on Legends.